Federal health advisors have endorsed a closely watched Alzheimer's drug from Eli Lilly for people with mild dementia. The FDA will make the final decision on approval later this year. If the agency agrees with its advisors, the drug would only be the second Alzheimer's drug approved to slow cognitive decline due to Alzheimer's. Despite discrepancies in how Lilly studied its drug, the panel says it should be approved broadly for various patients with the disease. The FDA approved a similar infused drug, Leqembi, last year.
Hunter Biden's family has gone to great lengths to support him, as he stands trials for lying on a federal gun purchase form when he said he didn't have a drug problem. Jill Biden has been a regular presence in the federal courtroom in Delaware, and other family members have attended. Every family wrestles with personal challenges, and politicians are often left to do so in public. But the airing in open court of tawdry details surrounding Hunter Biden's addiction is of an order of greater magnitude, and it's happening in the glare of an election year. The president's family has shown a steadfast determination to ensure that Hunter Biden doesn't weather it alone.
Far-right parties made major gains in European Union parliamentary elections, dealing stunning defeats to two of the bloc's most important leaders, French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. In France, the National Rally Party of Marine Le Pen dominated the polls Sunday to such an extent that Macron immediately dissolved the national parliament and called for new elections. It was a massive political risk, since his party could suffer more losses, hobbling the rest of his presidential term that ends in 2027. Le Pen was delighted to accept the challenge.
Former President Donald Trump rallied voters in the scorching heat of Las Vegas. His campaign loaded up on water bottles, hired extra medics, and allowed supporters to carry umbrellas at the outdoor rally. Temperatures reached the triple digits Sunday as Trump courts voters in the battleground state. Campaign organizers handed out water bottles as supporters waited in line to be screened by security officers. At the venue, large misting fans and cooling tents were placed around the perimeter. Temperatures in the southwest have cooled since reaching historic highs late last week, but remain above normal for this time of year.
Lawmakers have approved legislation that would rename a New York City subway station in honor of the Stonewall riots. The state legislature approved a bill Wednesday that would change the name of the Christopher Street Sheridan Square subway station in Greenwich Village to the Christopher Street Stonewall National Monument Station. The bill now heads to Governor Kathy Hochul for her approval. Her office did not comment Sunday. The Stonewall Inn was raided by police in June 1969, sparking a riot and several days of protests. It marked a seminal moment in the fight for LGBTQ+ rights in the country.
Former President Donald Trump is scheduled to be interviewed by New York probation officials. The Monday interview is a required step before his July sentencing in his criminal hush money case. 3 people familiar with the plan say Trump will do the interview via a computer video conference from his Florida home. The 3 people spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity because they weren't authorized to disclose the plans publicly. The usual purpose of a probation interview is to prepare a report that will tell the judge more about the defendant. Trump claims he is innocent of any crime.
The director of the UN World Food Program says the program has paused its distribution of humanitarian aid from an American-built pier off Gaza out of concern for the safety of its workers. WFP head Cindy McCain spoke a day after a successful Israeli military raid to free 4 hostages left at least 274 Palestinians and 1 Israeli commando dead. McCain told CBS's Face the Nation that 2 of WFP's warehouses in Gaza had been rocketed Saturday and a staffer injured. The U.S. Agency for International Development, which helps coordinate distribution of aid from the pier, says it's working to ensure delivery from the pier resumes after humanitarian groups finish the security review.
This has been Dunkley Now.